Okay, hello everybody. This is Joe here from VoIP Supply. We've got Peter from Konftel who is going to lead us today in a discussion about distance learning. So very happy for all of you to join us here today. Again, this is Joe Shanahan from VoIP Supply. We've got Peter from Konftel who will be hopping on in just a second to take over.
Hey, how are you?
Okay, yeah, just a kind of a little, just a reminder, if you do have questions during this, anytime during the presentation, you'll see down in the right-hand corner at the bottom, there's a little Q. That's where we would like you to, if you have questions for that Q&A there, if you could avoid doing it on the chat, because when we do it on the Q&A, then we can compile them all and make sure we get everything answered. Again, you'll see that in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And just a little quick rundown here of VoIP Supply for those of you that aren't familiar with us. VoIP Supply has been in business since 2002. Obviously, thousands and thousands of customers we've worked with over that time, providing VoIP solutions of various types. Some of our programs that we have, besides just selling hardware, we have a rental program which works as a device as a service type of a program where you can tie in all of your payments sort of to a lease. So it's kind of a monthly payment, keep it nice and low, and that helps to not have to lay out the cash right in the beginning and just sort of pay for it during the life of the service for your customer. We also do hardware provisioning where we can pre-provision equipment, send it out to the customers, blind ship, so our service providers never have to touch that equipment. We can do all the provisioning for you and ship it out. We also do provisioning for end users as well. So if you're an end user and you need help getting your system configured in any way, we can definitely provide that help. Our CloudSpan Marketplace, that's more of a VoIP service type of an offering where we can have end users shop a variety of service providers for hosted VoIP or for SIP trunks. Also, service providers can get listed on the page and try to use us to help acquire customers for their service. So very good for both the provider and the end user, that service there. Again, fulfillment, that goes in with our provisioning where we will provision the equipment and ship it right out to the customer so the service provider never has to touch it. The customer can plug it right in and it's ready to roll with their service already preset. Lastly there, you'll see our refresh and reclaim. That is our refurbished equipment program. We buy and sell refurbished equipment. So if you look to have some equipment that you're looking to offload, get some money back from it. If you're not using it anymore, we can buy that equipment back in many instances. And then we also have, we sell refurbished equipment at obviously a fraction of the price of something that is new. And all of our all of our refresh products that we do the refurbishing on, we give a full 1-year warranty. This is a brand new product. So people that want to save some money, that works very well. And as we move forward here, you'll see my contact info. That's me there, Joseph Shanahan. You'll see my direct line, 531. Oops, looks like we have an extra digit in there. So it's 531-4316. You can disregard that 0 right there. That should not be there. So it's 531-4316 in area code 716, and you'll see my email, jshanahan@voipsupply.com. I also have another easier one that's just Joe, J-O-E, @voipsupply.com, which works well also. And next up here is going to be Peter from Konftel. You'll see his lovely mug right there and his contact information as well. So at this point, I will let Peter take over, and he's going to talk to us about Konftel's distance learning and education offerings. So with that, Peter, go right ahead.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone jumping on this webinar to talk a little bit about the Konftel portfolio, specifically what's happening with education and remote learning right now. For the better part of 4 weeks, and I feel for the next 6 weeks, my discussions will be solely surrounded around outfitting the classrooms with the proper educational tools for success. So there's a number of different school districts that are looking at remote education and what they're going to be doing. Here in Ohio, I'll speak to that a little bit since I am from Cleveland. They're doing a half on, half off type schedule. What that means is Monday and Tuesday, half the kids will be in the classroom, the other half will be at home. Wednesday, everyone's at home doing a deep clean of the classroom, and then Thursday, Friday, they're going to flip-flop. The kids who were at home on Monday and Tuesday are coming into the school. Kids who are in the school are going to go home. So that's pretty standard from what I've seen in some of the discussions I've had. Other school districts are sending everyone into school. Other school districts are allowing the parents to make a decision on what they want to do. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of the kits that we've put in and installed in a number of classrooms already and what we have available in some of the discussions that we're having. My information is there. If you do want to have a deeper discussion, talk with Joe to get him to set something up with myself, and we'll be happy to have a deeper discussion. I have everything set up in my home office to where I can easily do a live demo over Teams or anything along those lines to show the functionality of our devices. A little bit about Konftel. We are a Swedish-based company. We've been in business a little bit over 30 years, primarily on the audio tabletop side of things. We've recently added a couple of video cameras into our portfolio due to the growing need to do video. With COVID and everything that has hit, more and more customers are looking at utilizing video because of the effectiveness. You don't have to travel to meetings. You can do everything over video. So it saves the company money, it saves people time, and it just provides a face to what you're actually talking about. So, video is very important. We're going to talk about it. We're going to show the portfolio. I'm going to talk a little bit about each unit just to give you a heads up of what we have available at Konftel through VoIP Supply. And we can talk about a little bit about the rooms that we can fit. More importantly, what type of connectivity options do we have? We have everything from a wireless analog to a wireless SIP conference phone, Bluetooth, USB. We even have a device that takes the SIM card to plug in, as you can see there. First device, this is our flagship phone. This is the 300WX. This is a wireless conference phone, and it's truly wireless. It comes with a charging cradle with a 60-hour battery life, talk time, 180 standby. You take it off the cradle on a Monday, and you're good to go for the week. It also has a USB port on it, available for USB video functionalities or soft phone functionalities. Can connect to a mobile cable. It also has an SD slot for call recording functionality. A lot of schools have utilized this device in bigger rooms for their teachers and any closed door meetings that they have for interviewing purposes. They can record any and all conversations with this device. So there's a number of schools that have standardized on the 300WX. We sell it in a couple different variants. We sell it without a base. We also sell it with an IP base, as you can see in the middle there. And then on the far right is our 300WX analog, which just pairs to an analog port. Wirelessly connects from the analog base or the IP base to the 300WX unit itself in about a 250 to 300 foot range. The wired version of that is our 300IPX, and this device does a little bit extra. This one has a USB port for USB video integration. Also is a wired SIP device. It's PoE. You can see the cell phone or tablet in front of the phone there. And what that is the Konftel Unite app, which allows you to control the unit as a remote control from the tablet or your cell phone. The Unite app is a free app you can download on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. It's a free app that will integrate with your calendar. It does a couple different things. It is a remote control for the 300IPX. It also integrates with a calendar and allows you to do one-touch connection. So you walk in, you open the tablet, you open up your cell phone, it connects to the 300IPX, and then you start your meeting from there. You can also record any and all conversations with the SD slot on this device. Also, any larger rooms with maybe some overhead speakers or overhead mics, the 300IPX can connect to a PA interface box to work with some Bogan speakers or wireless handheld mics or anything along those lines. You can also connect a headset to this device as well. Our brand new device, very excited about this device, is the Konftel 800. It's a wired SIP device, USB, and it also has Bluetooth functionality. Great device, larger unit than the 300 IPX and the 300 WX. It gives you up to 60 to 70 people, and I'll show that in a couple different slides here. But the Konftel 800 is our new Omni sound technology. It's our tier 2, as we like to call it. So it's a smarter unit. It gives a lot of flexibility in regards to canceling out any background noise or anything along those lines. It has a touchscreen interface. It integrates with the Konftel Unite app as well. So you can use your cell phone or you can use a tablet in order to control it. The Konftel 800 has its own set of smart microphones available. You can increase the coverage of the microphone pickup range with this device. But what we're seeing, and we're seeing this utilized in a higher education type meeting room, is the Konftel 800 can be daisy chained up to 3 units. And when you daisy chain up to 3 units, you can cover 60 to 70 people without any issues. 1 unit can cover 20, so on and so forth. You can daisy chain 2 of them and add a smart mic if you want to do something along those lines. But in the U-shaped table or an O-shaped table, this is a very popular solution that we have seen deployed to get away from the overhead speakers, overhead mics, and the big $15,000, $16,000 install that comes with. You can daisy chain 3 of these units together to do what you're trying to do in that big boardroom. Konftel 800, again, very exciting device. It just won the Red Dot Award for the #1 video conferencing device by Frost & Sullivan. So again, another solution that we are very happy about and can provide superior HD audio with this device. Konftel 300, I don't want to talk too much about this. This is our wired analog version. It's not trending down, but it's not trending up either. It's just a flat device. It is a wired analog device for those looking for PA interface box functionalities that don't have a voice over IP phone system as of yet. This device would allow you to connect into third-party speakers, third-party mics on an analog phone network. Also has a USB port for video integration if you do want to tie that into the third-party equipment with the PA interface box. But let's talk about the classroom. Let's talk about what kids are doing at home first and foremost. Audio is absolutely crucial. If we're having a bad video day, we can turn off the camera. If we're having a bad audio experience on the call, you have to end the call. There's no other way to continue with non-superior audio. So audio is absolutely crucial, for everybody who does video conferencing or just regular conferencing, but more importantly for the schools. The teacher needs to be able to hear the kids at home when they ask a question. More importantly, the kids need to be able to hear the teacher when she's walking them through the lesson plans and what she's trying to explain to everybody, whether it be a math class, a science class, English class, so on and so forth. So we're outfitting the kids at home, and the schools are coming to us and say, okay, we may not need a camera because we do have a camera in our integrated webcam. However, our Cam20 is a good camera for that solution, but they're really looking at the audio device. The speaker and mic on a laptop is really not designed for high-end video conferencing or conferencing at all. So we do recommend a device that they're not tied to their laptop with a wired headset, something they can be hands-free and just sit in front of them and charge while it's plugged into the laptop. So the Konftel Ego is a great solution for that. That's it right here. We are running a current instant rebate right now through VoIP Supply on this device. Designed for up to 6 people, probably around 8. It's got about an 8-foot pickup range. It is a small and portable device. It's about the size of your hand. It is USB and Bluetooth, so it's going to pair with your cell phone. So it's going to pair with your laptop very easily when you plug it in, whether it's Skype for Business, Teams, Zoom, BlueJeans, you name it. We're vendor agnostic when it comes to that. You can stream music through this. I use this on a daily basis when I was traveling. I'm on a current travel ban due to COVID, but I put this in my book bag. I could walk around. I could be in the hotel room. I could be in my rental car, utilizing this device as my audio device for my microphone and my speaker. Bigger brother is the 55 series. We have 2 devices. We have the 55, which is just USB and desk phone availability, and then the 55WX, which adds Bluetooth functionality and expansion microphones. We're seeing a lot of these deployed in schools because it has a 12-foot pickup range on the microphone, and it provides HD audio while you're plugged into USB over Bluetooth. So it's going to give you that functionality for crystal clear audio and a higher end microphone as opposed to the laptop. So schools are really utilizing this device you're seeing here on the screen as their device of choice to pick up the classroom audio. We are, again, running an instant rebate through VoIP Supply on these devices. Please take advantage of that. Let's talk about the second part of the coin. So the first part, audio, is absolutely crucial. Second thing we're looking at is video. So the kids need to be able to see what the teachers are doing, and the teachers need an effective solution for that. So the first device we have running an instant rebate on this is our Cam20. This is a huddle room camera. It's USB 3.0, so it's plug and play, ready to go. And I'll talk to you a little bit about what the schools are doing. The schools are putting the Cam20 on a tripod. They're putting it in the middle of the classroom near the front. So it gives them a nice wide angle, 123-degree wide angle lens to pick up the entire front of the classroom. Maybe there's the teacher's desk, maybe there's a whiteboard, a smart board, something along those lines. The Cam20 is plugged into the hub or the laptop, which we'll show in a second here, but it's plugged in, pointed at the camera. Now, there is also a 8x digital zoom, and it's an easy pan-tilt zoom, so it's not going to give you the full pan-tilt zoom capabilities like our other camera, which I'll talk about. But this one will give you a nice wide angle shot of the classroom, and you can set a number of presets. And presets are probably the most important thing. The teachers have come to us and said, we need this to be utilized properly. The presets allow you to set on the remote control provided with the Cam20 specific locations in the classroom where you need that camera to go. So what a lot of teachers are doing is they have the home screen, which is just a nice wide angle lens of the full classroom. Then they have a preset set for the whiteboard. So all they do is hit a button on the remote control, and that preset jumps to the whiteboard. It zooms in automatically with the preset set locations for the remote and shows an equation, shows a sentence, shows something in the classroom that the teacher wants to fixate on so the kids at home can see, take notes, and pay attention to. Again, if they want to show a different part of the classroom, they set a different preset. You can set up to 3 presets, up to 9, depending on which remote is provided with the Cam20 or the Cam50. This is our full pan-tilt zoom camera. This camera is being utilized in a lot of higher education rooms. We've done a number of universities that have deployed the Cam50 on top of the ceiling, mounted in the ceiling with the thread provided underneath the camera. It is a 1/4-inch thread, so it works with any wall mount, any ceiling mount that you can utilize. It's a 2-pound device, but it gives you a lot more flexibility, a lot more field of view when you really move this camera around. So it's got about a 300-degree rotational spin to give you more shots of the room. And again, it allows you to set presets for different locations. 12x optical zoom, so it's a better, clearer picture when you zoom in with this device. So a lot of higher education, a lot of science classes are utilizing this device as opposed to the Cam20. But both cameras are going to give you the preset functionalities, the remotes that you're looking at doing. Here's just a cartoon drawing of presets to give you an idea. Again, the Cam20, Cam50 would be mounted on a tripod in the ceiling. You hit preset 1 on the remote control, it jumps to the teacher's desk. Preset 2 jumps to the chalkboard. Preset 3 shows you a different part of the classroom depending on what you're trying to do. Very easy for the teachers to utilize, very easy for the school to deploy, very easy to train the teachers on this device so they don't have to call IT when they want to show a different location of the classroom. Here's how we're tying everything in together. Again, we want to make this as easy as possible for the schools and for the teachers. They don't have time to call tech support, to call the IT department, to help them find out what audio device do I pair, what camera do I pair, what do I have to plug in for the TV. We've created an OCC hub, or a 1-cable connection hub. USB camera, USB audio device, Cam20, Cam50 for the camera, Ego 5555WX for the audio device plugged into the hub, HDMI for their TV if they have that in their room. There's a singular cable. The teacher comes in with the laptop provided by the school if they're given a laptop. They walk in with their laptop, they set it down, find the orange cable, teacher, plug it in, kick on your Google Meet, Teams, Zoom, whatever you're using at the school. Everything's kicked on and ready to go. Your audio device is paired, your camera is paired, your TV is ready for screen sharing purposes if you have one, or if you have a smart board in the school, in the classroom. You can also plug in the HDMI to the laptop directly if you don't have the latest link, download of Display Link. It's a driver. However, most of the schools that we're working with are updating their laptops to the most recent Display Link driver for the one cable connection. Some classrooms I've talked to have a PC already in the room. They have a PC that they've mounted behind a TV, or they have a desktop on the teacher's desk. If they have the open USB ports, you can actively just plug all of those directly into the desktop or the PC they already have in that room. So the teacher just walks in and immediately opens up the Google Meet store, the Zoom call, the Teams call, whatever it is. Everything's ready to go in that scenario. The teacher just starts working properly. What do you get in the box of our kits? First and foremost, you get an audio device, you get a camera with a remote control, and you get the hub. One SKU, everything you need for a classroom setting, available through VoIP Supply. We have a number of different kits, depending on the size of the room, the number of people, what you're trying to do with it. The big education ones we're seeing are the first three you're seeing there is the C20 Ego, the C20 55WX, the C50 55WX. Those are the big three kits that we're seeing go out to schools. C20 Ego is a very cost-effective kit at $549 MSRP. As you can see, the other MSRPs are below there. We do have a couple hybrid devices, and the hybrid devices are nice for other conference rooms. If you're looking at outfitting a conference room with video, the hybrid functionality gives you both audio calling only and video integration. So you can do both. You can associate the 300 series or the 800 series to the network, provide it with a phone number, and use it as an audio only type device if you don't want to do video. If you do video, you can utilize it as a video kit as well. A couple promotions we have available through VoIP Supply. First one is our public sector. If you are a public sector, such as a school, healthcare, anything along those lines, we can provide you with a discount. We also have deal reg for larger opportunities or project-based pricing. Talk to your VoIP Supply sales rep, give them an idea of what you're looking for. They'll loop me in, and we can provide a deeper discount for you. We also have the instant rebate on 4 different parts, the Cam20, the Ego, and the 55 series phones. We are providing an instant rebate discount on those for the summer, expires August 31st, I'm sorry. And lastly is our try and buy policy. It's a 30-day, no questions asked return policy. We will accept back any unit that you deem not needed in the try and buy process. So just fill out an order through VoIP Supply. They'll ship you a unit. You test it, evaluate it, ensure it works properly. If for any reason you are unhappy, we will handle it and we will take it back. Oops. A couple big things about Konftel. Biggest thing is we have a 2-year warranty over our full portfolio. 1 year for the battery, but we do have a 2-year warranty as opposed to the industry standard 1 year. We do advance replace any DOA unit that is shipped out within warranty. We do have a 24/7 web-based troubleshooting team. Our US-based tech support team is based out of Greenville, South Carolina, and works from 8 to 6. Very knowledgeable on assisting setting up product, walking you through provisioning any devices if VoIP Supply does not do that for you, and just answering any questions that you may have. We have a number of different firmware upgrades available for our devices, frequently asked questions. We have literature on our website, data sheets if you want to dive deeper into what Konftel can offer. But that's a little bit about us. Joe, thank you. And do we have any questions? Are there any questions that we need to answer right now?
Let's see here. Yeah, at this point, I guess nothing really came up. Well, one here about availability. Is everything available?
Yeah, great question.
Over there.
Great question. We have over 2,000 Cam20s available in the U.S. warehouse right now. We have a number of conference phones available. We are putting together more kits as we speak. We should have more kits. We have the kits available right now in a smaller quantity, but we do have a number of kits being created right now to come into the States here at the end of July. So these will be available and ready to ship in the near future, if not already. Most of the kits are already available.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's it. If no one has any further questions, I I guess we can close it down here for today. Out here today. Peter, I don't know if you want to, put up the...
Questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Maybe they were just to me. Both the 55W and 55WX are Bluetooth, right? Yes, that's correct. The 55W was end of life. We no longer have it. The 55WX does provide HD versus the 55W, which does not. The 55 is just USB and desk phone adapter. So good question there. The other question is, how do you extend the USB cameras? That's a great question. We do recommend utilizing USB 3.0 amplified cable as an extender if you're looking to extend the cameras any distance. I have tested a number of them. They all have worked for me. I'm currently testing a 32.7 foot USB 3.0 amplified extender cable on my Cam50. So that is available. I would recommend, as I said, a USB amplified 3.0 camera cable for the camera kits that we have. Good question there. And that's all. Those are the two questions that I just saw. So I think we're okay after that.
Yep. Jamie and Don, thank you for those questions. Yeah, we'll give it another second here. Okay, look, I guess that's going to be about it then on the questions. Oh, here's one more from Jamie. If you want to extend the HDMI, we've had good luck with TripLight. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Thanks for that information, Jamie. Okay. So it looks like TripLight has worked well to extend the HDMI. Okay. Good.
There's a number of different things available. Our devices are very plug and play. We're vendor agnostic, which is very important. If you're looking at a Zoom room, a Teams room, a Google Meet room, it really depends on what you're trying to outfit. Our devices are plug and play, and we work on all of those devices. So, thank you all for joining, and I'll pass it back over to Joe.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you very much again. We will be sending out the slides to everybody. I believe we will also send out a recording of this. That usually takes a week or so to get the recording together. But the slides we'll send out to everybody here probably the next day or so. And again, if you have, my contact voipsupplycom, or just call our number on the website and hit 1 for sales, and we'll be glad to help you out. So with that, I guess we'll close it. Thanks, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the day. And Peter, thank you for all that great information today.
Thank you for having me, and look forward to talking to you in the future.
Sounds good. Okay. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Take care.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.